Hi everyone, welcome back to Find Me in a Book. Today's book. Okay, I don't know if you've been seeing it all over your TikTok. I've been seeing it over my TikTok, and we are going to be talking about Behooved by Stevenson. I was under the impression, and tell me if anyone else was under the impression as well, how people talked about it on social media gave me the impression that it would be more taboo, more kind of monster smut. They're like, oh, he gets turned into a horse. So automatically, my mind, it's like, oh, you're talking about it meaning, like, is she going to have sex with this horse? Like, I really didn't know what to expect. I can and will tell you this, she does not have sex with a horse. There is no feelings towards the horse. There is nothing like that. Nothing. So I'll just say that. I definitely don't want to spoil it, but I will tell you this turned out to be a very cute book. I definitely enjoyed it. I read it within a day or so. I read it a little bit on my lunch yesterday, and then from when I got off, so like 5 p.m., I finished it around 11:30. So I got through it pretty quick, and it is just a single point of view. It's just the main female character, which you know I do enjoy that. So she's a princess, and it's an arranged marriage. So she has to marry this newly appointed king. So he hasn't been coronated yet. His mom just died, and they made this treaty that she needs to go over and marry him. So she does, and she has an older sister that kind of like dabbles in magic. So there's like a magic system in here. I didn't understand it very well. I just knew that there was magic. Some people have it, some people don't. And our main female character, she has some stomach problems. And so she comes off like she very much believes that she's weak. Her parents tell her that she's weak, that she's useless. Like she's always believed this her whole life because she has these stomach aches, like she has to take a tonic. And so in my mind, I'm always thinking like, oh my gosh, does that mean she has so much power? Does that mean like this, and this? I will tell you it doesn't. She really just has like stomach issues. And it's not, I don't know, it's not really, it's brought up a lot that she has to take this tonic, and it's kind of alluded that there's something else to it, but nothing is ever like solved with it. And so I thought that was kind of interesting. I did read about the author, and she has celiac disease. So I don't know if she was trying to kind of blend that element into this book, but I did think it was an interesting kind of characteristic of our main female character. So she goes over, and there's this thing that happens that once she is about to, well, I mean, she marries the prince, king, whatever he is at that point. There's an assassin that comes. And so she's trying to protect herself. She opens this locket that her sister gives her, turns into a horse. He gets cursed. So this book is trying to figure out who's trying to assassinate them, who, like, how to turn him back into a human. So this story is also giving very much like Swan Princess vibes, where he's a horse during the day, but he turns into a man at night. So we still have that. And then the love story happens when he is a man, not when he's a horse. And she is still able to communicate with him when he's a horse. So that is really nice. One thing, like, I really actually enjoyed the main male character, the MMC. He first comes off very gruff, very grumpy, that it's like, ooh, like, I love a grumpy character. But then we find out more about him, and he is actually very, what's the word? So he's not like soft. That's a very that I don't like using that term, but it's kind of opposite. So there's a lot of inclusivity in this book, which I really like. There's a lot of like LGBTQ elements to it, and our main female character, she's very fluid. She, I believe, is bisexual, or she's just fluid in who she likes, and who she's in relationships with. And she is very much into sword fighting. She loves her raptor. I don't know what that sword is called. It's fine. I'm from Idaho. But she loves sword fighting. She can fight. She can do all those things that are you see more towards like the male character, and our male character is more into books, into reading, into he's more scholarly. So he doesn't know how to fight, he doesn't know how to use a sword, he doesn't know kind of how to like defend himself. He really is more into his studies, he is more into just not a typical MMC that you see, I guess. So soft really isn't the right term, but you see what I'm kind of getting at. I really appreciated that, and he has anxiety. He gets really nervous, like, and the FMC realizes that, and so she helps him kind of work through, like, hey, this is why we're talking about this. Hey, this is this. There's a lot of miscommunication, but they figure it out very quickly, which I appreciated because I hate a miscommunication. I hate when people don't communicate. So frustrating. So they kind of got ahead of it at the very beginning, which was really nice. And just seeing how they come close together, how it's adventure constantly, like things are happening, so very fast paced. I was never bored, and the story progressed very nicely. It wrapped up very nicely. I kind of wanted a little bit more, but I felt like it was good. It's a very standalone book. I don't know if there's going to be another one about another character, but it was very good. It wrapped up very well, and I really liked it. I really enjoyed this book. So if you're looking for like a cute swan princess, um, happily ever after, like not really enemies to lovers, it's arranged marriage. It's she's doing this for her kingdom, but yet there is a lot of mystery in it because there's the assassin. They're trying to figure out tried to assassinate them, and just a lot of different elements in it. It was wrote very well. I really enjoyed the writing. There was nothing that I was like, ugh, like overall, very, very solid book. And I do highly recommend it. Yeah. So if you haven't heard really anything about this book, it's not taboo. It's a very, very cute prince book. So very much enjoyed it. Definitely pick it up. Let me know if you got served the TikToks that I did that you kind of thought that it would be taboo. If you've read it, let me know what you think. Anyways, that is the episode, and I appreciate you watching. Definitely follow along, definitely subscribe, and I will see you next week.